Sometimes it don't make no sense. Does it really have to?
Good evening. Hey guys, welcome to another episode on a Sunday. Um, I hope all is good and it was a good weekend for everyone. And then if you'll be watching this later on, welcome. Watch throughout the episode. We have a special guest tonight, Lerato. Some of you know her, some of you may not know her, but for those who know her, you know Jenny Yake, of which it made waves like inspiration and the motivation behind Uguti. Keep showing up for yourself. As you know, on this platform, we are here for showing up for ourselves. It's canvas of a runner. It's our canvas. We paint it however we want by running, mental wellness, connection, networking, and all of that. So, but welcome, Lerato. How are you doing this evening?
Hi, I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you, thank you. And
Well,
I'd
thank you.
like to
Thank you
say
for
thank
having me.
you. Yes, yes. Thank you also for making time and being with us on this evening. I know on Sundays are quite an important time to relax. And I
Mm.
caught a glimpse there, Bozamula. I'm sure you're tired, you wanna unwind and relax.
Yeah, I
So,
want to
but
relax before Monday. It's a big day. It's another week tomorrow. So, yeah.
yes, yes. But thank you. I appreciate your time. So, for those who don't know you, who are you beyond social media and your running journey? If we may start
First
there.
and foremost, I am a mom to a beautiful girl. She's 12 years old. Her name is Bokang. I think I was called to be a mom more than anything else. I'm a businesswoman. I'm self-employed. I own a couple of businesses. I create content. I'm a content creator. And I'm just a lovely person who's just enjoying life, taking it a day at a time. I'm so much invested in God. I'm Christian and a very, very proud Christian at that. So, yeah, ngumama womthandazo. Yeah, yeah, kahle
Mm,
kahle. Most of the people don't know me, don't know much about that. But yeah, and
mm,
I have a partner. We've been together for about maybe 6 years this year. So yeah, we're working towards marriage maybe in the future. So yeah, man, my life is just a very big bubble. There's a lot happening there. Yeah.
yes, yes. That's beautiful, man. And all the best, all the best.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
So, dating back now to what we are here to share, we want to hear your story, your
Yeah.
running journey.
So
How did you start? I know you wanted to go out there and just do the thing, but in your mind, what was going on at that moment when you decided to lace up and go for that first run?
But for me, really, I just wanted to start and I started. There was no, I needed motivation for so many years to be able to do this. No. But the thing is, I've always wanted to run. You know, when you're driving towards like a strategy, you're a driver and you see people running, you're like, oh, wow, okay, I really want to do that one day. But with
Okay.
my body as being big and plus size, I never thought it was possible. I never thought people like me could run. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Mhm.
So, but one December, I decided it was maybe the year before last year. I decided it was a December. It was quiet because I'm in Joburg. So a lot of people go back home and it's less traffic on the roads because I didn't also want people to look at me and judge me as a running, fat girl. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, good, good, truly, it's December. Let me try to run now. And literally, I don't remember the date, but I just woke up. I didn't even have running shoes. I just had my gym shoes that were flat, flat, flat. Just for going to the gym. I bought them at Mr. Price for maybe like 300 Rand. So I just put them on and I remember I was wearing my black tights and a black top. The video that I really like to share, that was the first day I started
Mhm.
running. And I was not, I couldn't even run, but I was just was like, you know what? Let's take one step after the other. And I knew I was going to do a 5K. How? I don't know. But I figured that's how you start to run. You must run a 5K. So I didn't think, let me run 1K first and then come
Yeah.
back. And then, no, I didn't think it like that. I'm like, okay, if we want to gym, when you Google and check, 5K, did I not die that day?
No,
Did I
can
not die? But there was,
imagine.
yeah, but there was no big motivation behind that. I just wanted to start running, and it was not even about I want to lose weight. It was just
Mm,
I just wanted to run. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
And I figured
Yeah.
this is the time for me to start being a runner. And a few days after that, I decided, okay, let me just post it online, maybe to encourage someone else, and the rest, you know what's going on.
It's history. So can I ask, did you finish up that 5K,
I
or did you
did.
have a rush? So how did you know
I
which
did.
is your
No,
teaching
no, I
5K?
I downloaded an app, and it was not even
Oh,
Strava. There was an app, I don't remember what it was. So that was like the first app that I bought of Google Play, and I downloaded it, and I'm like, okay, let's check the app. And then that's how it is. But it was just like around my area. So I did finish the 5K. So, but one thing about me is that once I start something, I have to finish it, because I
mm,
don't, stop and say, no, I can't do it. It's 2.5. But it was like whatever time. I think I remember it took me 2 hours, 2:25. It took me
yeah.
2:25 to run that 5K for the first time.
And you can imagine now you're sub 50, you're going for sub 40 minutes.
Yeah. Yes, I'm pushing for sub 50, girl. I'm already there. I'm think my best time for a 5K now it's 43 minutes. Yeah.
Imagine. So soon you'll
Yes.
be 20. So child, that's
That's it.
yes, you may never know.
Yeah, yeah. I think I can't even beat that time anymore. So I don't even remember when was the last time I ran that 43. So now I'm right
Mm.
there about my 47, 49, 50. Yeah, I'm literally right there now.
All right. Okay, that's
Yeah.
good to hear. So from that first run, or your first month of yes, December, January, get
Mm,
into the new year, what
mm.
what were your next steps in terms of shoes, maybe the running gear? Did you do research, or how did you go back
Not
to
not even.
like, uh-huh,
I just entered a race. So
mm-hmm.
I entered the race, the Baldwin race, which I ran this year for the third time. So this means that was 3 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. This is the third
Yeah.
year. So I entered a race, and I was like, okay, if I have a goal, if there's something that I'm waking up every day to say I need to practice. I used to call it practice. Practice race. It was also about the 20th of February. So that kept me motivated to say I have to run every single day. And in my mind, I'm like, you're such a slow runner. You don't want to be the last person on the uyobambezela abantu, kumele bahambe wena sowusagijima. So you have to keep moving so that you are ready for the race. And that's one thing that I kept doing. January, I was just completely focused on that. And then I didn't have running shoes. I think I just started to post my content, and Essex, I think they reached out to me, and they're like, hey, we see your content and we know that you're running, you're going to run a race. So here's a free pair of shoes. I don't remember ever buying running shoes, and I've got like 7 pairs. So all of them were sponsored. So I
Wow.
was so blessed. So my first pair, I think it was
Mm.
from Essex. And then, yeah, they're like, okay, here's a pair of running shoes, want you to have it. And I was like, okay. And then I wore them. I'm like, what? What comfort is this? Because I didn't know. I was just using my flat shoes. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is
Mm.
amazing. And I ran in my first Essex on my first day running a race. So it was amazing. It was amazing.
It was comfortable for them from the
No, it
get-go.
was. And as a big girl, you always want comfort, mostly for your knees. And you don't know it until you actually have those running shoes to say, okay, my knees are now feeling better as I'm running. They have support. So I think that's what made me, enjoy it even more.
Okay, okay, that's
Mhm.
interesting to know. Shout out to A6, yo.
Yes, Essex.
Now on the running shoes, the pair that I have, it's mostly not mostly. I'm a pair. It's only been three for the past years, 3 or 4 years, because during the COVID times. So the latest is
Oh,
and Ngoba
you
ngiyabhadazela.
need to get more. Ayaphela phela ngithi nawo.
Yes, ayaphela, and I'm due for another one. It's just that, yes, a good shoe to take care of you on the road. Ziyabiza,
Mm.
ziyabiza.
Yeah, hey,
But
they
it's a
are,
good
yo.
investment.
They
It's a
are.
good investment.
Yeah, I was just blessed because I've always been a race ambassador, for most of the races. So they also blessed me and be like, okay, here's a pair, So I think I have 7 pairs and I never bought one. And there's one that I really, really want. That one I'm gonna buy because I feel like I want this one now.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes, because so now that you touched on race, being a race ambassador,
Mhm.
how has that been? Did you ever think you will get into that world, or it was
No,
because they just
never.
approached you?
Never
Imagine.
ever. Imagine it's
Mm.
Doodles Gichimayo. Like this is crazy.
No, man.
And I always tell people, I'm like, I tapped into an industry or into an environment or into a community where people like myself don't run. Or if you do run,
Mm,
people look down on you. Like, I don't want to lie and say everything was positive. Definitely in the beginning, there were comments, there were things, where people were saying to me, that were negative. But I think I've always surrounded my life about being positive. So I'm always positive. I'm always pushing forward. I'm always lovely. The way you see me, it's really who I am. It's not about content. It's literally, I'm just a lovely, bubbly person and I take everything positive. So if there's anything negative, literally very quickly, I push it away. So I stepped into an industry where it's like, okay, this girl, she's so big and she's running races. And then you get to inspire other people who are like you. And they thought if I post the content, people are going to judge me. People are going to say this, but here's this girl doing it. So wait a minute, how do we sign up for these races? I want to run. And I will tell people, this is how you run. I'm signing up for this race. I'm signing up for that race because I think me signing up for races, that's what keeps me going on a yearly basis because I know Guti, I've got a race coming up in March. I have another one in May. I make sure there's a race that I enter on a monthly basis. I have to go and run a race instead of me just running at home. You know what I'm saying? So
yes.
so they would just reach out to me and say, hey, Lerato, we see you're inspirational. Would you be interested in becoming an ambassador? I'm like, of course. Of course. I want to be an ambassador because I think I already am, because I am showing up and showing people that you can run as a plus size girl. And you can get into those times that you want to get into. However, also there's no pressure. You do it in your pace, your race, your time, because your body's not allowing you to run fast. You don't have to do it. Just walk. I always advocate for walking as well. I'm like, walking is
Mm,
just as effective. You don't have to be running. I started. I mean, I don't think I was even running. If you did, well, mangayibeka le video yami kuqala, hayibo, bengitotoba phela. Bengilokuthi ta 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 ta. Kancane, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and
yeah.
eventually because ngiyenza kakhulu now, I get used to it and stuff like that. So, but I always advocate for walking, especially if you're way much bigger. I'm like, just walk. Those 10 steps a day. That thing works and that's effective. And then
Yeah.
once you start walking, then you start pacing yourself. I'm like, okay, let me run from this tree to that tree. And then I walk again from this pole to pole, that type of running, and you're good to go. So I think that's how those big race brands saw me and they saw in me, which I'm super, super blessed to be part of. And that's how they reached out to me. And of course, it's something that I would do in a heartbeat on a daily basis.
Okay, that's
Hmm.
interesting. Please carry on. Ungayeki. We are motivated.
Okay.
Yes.
Angeke,
Sometimes
angeke.
most
You have
post.
no idea how many DMs I get on a daily basis.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, of people who are just like, girl, like you inspiring us. So someone who's like, no, I'm not even plus size, but I used to run before. Ngayeka. Manje ngabona wena ngathi awungeke. Le ntombazana angeke ngihlule. Ngithi zela angeke ngikuhlule. And then they would just say that. And
Mm,
it would never be offensive to me. It's more like, come on, if I'm running, you can run. So it's never something that I'm not gonna stop. It's really not about the followers or not about the likes, not about anything. For me, it's about that one person is gonna see my video and get encouraged. Yeah.
okay. So you speak also about body positivity. What
Hmm.
exactly does that mean for you? And while you add on that, because you said you started running because you wanted to run, but when did it
Mm,
change now into saying, okay, I need to maybe lose weight, I need
mm.
to do some changes to aid my running? How did that change for you, and why, maybe?
Most definitely, it became a weight loss journey because of my daughter. She's 12 now. She's growing up. She's getting to figure herself out. And I'm looking at her, and I'm looking at. I can see myself in her younger. So meaning she's tall and she's becoming big. And as a parent, it's always your responsibility to how you can shape your child's life. So I looked at myself. I'm like, no, I'm not being a good example to my child because, truth be told, I am obese. And obesity is a sickness, it's a disease. So for me to allow this in my household, it means I am allowing my child, I'm enabling her to be accustomed to a disease being okay, and it's not. So I started changing myself mainly because I wanted to be a good role model to my child and also for myself, because I remember before I even started running, there was a time where standing up on a couch, standing up, mangihleli phansi, kumele ukuthi ngisukume. I have to fight. It's like heavy ukuthi ngisukume esitulweni or going down the stairs. Ukugibela nama-stairs ayi-few, I feel out of breath. And I'm like, but no, Lerato, this is not healthy. Yes, you can, we advocate, body positivity. We want to be beautiful in your plus
Yes.
size clothing and stuff like that. Mara masiya ngaphakathi deeper, 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 we know this is not good. It's not good for our health, for our heart, diabetes. There's so many things, diseases, diabetes, heart failure, all of those things. We get so much accustomed to them in the fact that we are easy targets for those diseases by being obese. So
Yes.
we have to work on ourselves. So that's why I became a weight loss doctor to say, listen, I need to lose weight. And I put my target to get to 100 kgs. And then the running comes in because I want to run at 21. But girl, you can't run at 21 in this body. This is me. Other people do it. I see it. But for me, ngiyazi ukuthi ngayigijima angayi, but ngiyoyigijima in 5 hours. And angifuni ukuzobambelela abanye abantu. Ngiyofika sebapakile le phambili sebafune bahambile ngifika ngiyi-one le. So I'm not doing that. I feel like I need to lose some weight to be able to,
Mm.
reach my running goals. So it definitely goes hand in hand.
Okay, okay. So do you run with
Mhm.
your daughter?
I do. She started now. She hates it. She hates
Ah,
it, hates it, hates it. She hates it, but I push her to do it. Uzoyithanda eventually. Ngumama akhe, I'm telling her, hey, I'm your mother. You do what I tell you to do. But also she's into sports now. She plays basketball, so it keeps them running. So she knows if you're playing basketball, I'm sure we're not running. She's like, yeah, 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 yeah. You guys are gonna leave me. Like this morning, she had a game, and then we went running, and she's like, okay, we are she's like, yeah, mama, so it's always like a give and take. Yeah, I'm not really forcing her, but for those days where we are walking 5Ks and stuff like that, I also bought a smartwatch that counts. I'm like, you need to give me 10,000 steps a day. If you do give me 10,000 steps a day, then I'm not going to make you run, I promise. So she makes sure she gives me those 10,000 steps a day. So even when she comes back from school, she walks around the complex, just so they can be able to get the 10,000 steps a day. So I'm just happy that she understands what is happening here. And, I always tell her, I'm like, this is not nice to be obese. And I don't want you to also go into high school. She's going to high school next year because, when you're big, you're accustomed to bullying and all of that. So I'm sort of like shielding her and saving her from, being experiencing what I did as a teenager.
Okay, okay. And then as a
Mhm.
teenager, did you play any sports? Did you ever attempted Obama netball
Yes.
or anything? And
Cool.
then,
I was always the big girl, right? And even if people attempted to bully me, I've always had confidence. I was always confident, meaning my confidence was, clout you instead of you trying to get clout out of, trying to shame me, So I never gave anybody a chance to body shame me. So I was always, always active. I was playing basketball. So hence she likes it because she says, Mom, you used to play basketball. I played netball. I was in the choir. I used to sing a lot. I used to dance. I was a dancer, So I've always been in movement. So, and I think for me also, my obesity doesn't come from the fact that ngidla kakhulu, you know. I've always been a big girl. I was a chubby baby. So for me, it's generic. My family's like that. My mom, my sister, my aunts, everybody. And this is from my mother and my father's side. So I had no chance. Young one. So that's
Yeah.
why it's not an easy journey for me, because for me it's more like it's generic more than, it's not like because in cool I eat 5 slices. No, I eat very minimal, just like anybody else, but I'm just a big girl. So that's how it's so different. But I used to play a lot of sports, so that's where she's also getting it from.
Okay. So I suppose you did say though you guys are tall. Basketball is a good sport. It's a lovely sport,
No,
and I
no,
think
no. It's not even a tall spot, but she's tall. She's 12, but she's very, very tall for her age, which is good for her. But basketball, it doesn't matter whether you're short or tall, especially the short girls, they play, boys, tall or not. It's really just anybody's sport. So yeah.
yeah. Well, I guess that's my opinion because I'm a short person. I've always viewed it as a sport. Samantha, but I
No,
tried
not
to attempt
even.
high school.
There are
Hey, in
positions that you can play as a short person, which is good. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah,
Mm.
yes, yes. All right, we have people already greeting Umit Nafundo and Sionela. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the live. We have Lerato. Please do leave questions if you have. We're gonna take the
Yes.
questions. So yeah. Otherwise,
Mm-hmm.
I have a list here.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do, or how do you push yourself now in terms of the journey and maybe the targets or the goals you've put, and then you lose motivation or things are going slow? How do you get back on track and remind yourself why you started?
Yeah, definitely. So I'm gonna give you an example. Is last year I set myself a goal to run the 21. The
Mhm.
past 2 weeks, the race that I ran past 2 weeks, I ran a 10 kilometer. And that's the race that last year I set a goal that okay, next year in Feb I'll be running 21 kilometers. But I didn't do it. And it's not because I failed. It's because I went back to the drawing board and say, okay, I'm not ready to run the 21, simply because I didn't lose the weight that I wanted to lose to run the 21. So I still have to go back to the drawing board and say, listen, it's not a failure, it's a little bit of a setback, and it's not something that is going to discourage me. For me, it's encouraged me to push more. So I have to set another goal to say, listen, I still have to run this 21 this year, whether I'm or I'm because this year I have to do it. But it's more like I get motivated every single day by also the people that I see on social media. Abo Sipo, Abo Fitmasi, Abo Gloria,
Mm.
Abo Tejo. Those are the people that I look up to. Abo Fit Mom, there's so many of them. And I look up to them so much. I'm like, but hey, bantu labantu bayagijima. How these people are running.
Mhm.
And all of them now are training for a marathon. All of them. Can
Imagine,
do,
yes,
but are training for what is that one for comrades. And
yes.
package him like this girl, what's her name? Usim, do you know what is her name? I
See,
forgot her. No, 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 the
eh,
girl that like Kijman Usim Pobani. I forgot her.
mm,
Beautiful tall girls. Ubani. I'll,
mm,
I'll I'll get her name. She just today I was looking at her stories. She's like a run like a run and I'm 50 kilometers. I'm like, what the hell? Over here today on a Sunday, what decided to do a long distance run, me 50. And she's training already
mm,
from a comrades. So if you're not motivated by people like them, you're like, girl, what are you doing? Look at these people. And they've got good bodies already. They feel good about themselves. But it's because it's something they're invested in running. So I look up to those people so much and they encourage me to keep pushing myself. And like I said, I look at my daughter all the time. I'm like, you know what? I still need to, become an example and reach the goals. I can't set goals, talk to her about them, and then don't reach them at the end of the day. This shows her that, you can, just not give up on your goals or your dreams or whatever. So I have to keep going regardless. And my community on Instagram, I've got a very good community, good support. People are rooting for me every day. I don't want to fail
mm.
them. I don't want to fail myself. So I know every day would see there's people who are out there supporting me, loving me. So I need to keep going. So I'm always motivated. There are days when I feel like, oh, today I don't want to run. It's okay. I don't run on those days. It's not because I failed. If I don't run today, sasa ngiyavuka ngithi azishe mfazi, azishe ugijima ngizolo. Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's how my everyday goes really. Yeah.
Yeah, you inspire a lot of us because when you snooze the alarm and scroll, and then you see
Mm,
people running, they've already posted, and you be like, hey, let me get
hey,
up.
you know exactly that works for me
Yes,
all the
yes.
time. I'm like, hey, it's in hand, yo. Imagine on a random
Mm.
Saturday, she ran a 50 kilometers. I'm like, yeah,
So,
yeah.
Chimela Nini comrades, when are we doing that?
Oh, I want to
2028.
come back. Khuluma iqiniso angicabangi ukuthi ngizofika kuyo. I feel like for the 2K, will be a stretch for me. One day, maybe in 10 years, angas, I won't get,
You'll
I
get
won't.
there.
Unless
Once you hit
nigga,
your
I mean,
21,
one thing, one
uzobona.
thing about me, ne? I think I
Mm.
can run. I'm intimidated by the times. I'm from no cool mamang. I don't
Yeah.
wanna. I'm that the timing because when I'm a cut-offs. That intimidates
Yes.
me. I'm not saying I can't run it. I can run it for sure. If you want me to run a marathon, a comrades, give me 2 days to run the comrades. I'll do it.
Otherwise, bazokulanda ngama-ambulance sekuthiwa asambe
Yeah, I'm not
asambe
12. I
asambe.
can do it. Ngilokhu ngiwalk ngibuya ngigijima ngizofika ukufika. Mara nginike 2 days, I'll do it. Marathon unginike a full day, like a whole 24 hours, I'll do it. Anginankinga. So I think I'm intimidated by the cutoff times. I think also now 21 year I'm intimidating is cut because people tell you how you need to run 21 in what in 3 hours. I'm like, there's no way. I'm running at 10 in 2. What are you saying? Ngiyothola kuphi another 10 in 5 hours. You understand that? It does
Yeah, yes.
yeah, another
Yo,
10, like yo. So that's what intimidates me. I'm like, no, 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 I'm not ready for that. So I am born comrades and I'm born. I don't wanna lie. I don't even have a goal for it. I'm not.
it's a spirit distance, that one. Yo, abantu bayo, they are brave, Shem. I give them that.
They are, they are.
Okay, so now we balancing motherhood and everyday life.
Yeah.
How do you fit training, meal prep, and recovery into the rhythm
Girl,
of motherhood and day-to-day responsibilities?
My days are very, very long. My house is how old? We wake up at 5, get my daughter get prepped. It's prepper in the morning. It's kaftin nani. Siyageza la endlini. My partner is usually out at 6 with her as well at 6. Mina maybe ngizophuma lapho ngiyogijima. Then I come back. Then I have to go to the studio. My clients. After my clients, I have to run, go fetch her from school, take her to basketball. By the time we come back from a basketball, singiyafika endlini ngiyapheka kuyagezwa. You understand? It's homework
Cookie.
and then the day is
Yeah.
already gone. But I do fit in because when I do my meal prep, I prep twice a week. So I'm not going to do like all the time. I think meal prep also help with that because you don't have to cook each and every day. So you prep twice a week. And then there's days where I'm off. For instance, like a Tuesday, maybe I'm not going to work, depending whether I'm clients or not. Because I am still working as a full-time nail technician. So ngiyaye emsebenzini nami. So manginamandla ngingasho ukuthi okay, I'm not going today, let me shoot content or let me do my meal prep and shoot content for that to post, like that. Kuthi kube ne-balance. But ngiyazi ukuthi mayithi 1:30 I need to drive, get out of the house, fetch my daughter, I am still a mom, take her to basketball, come back, stay there, ngihlale lapha ngimbuke because naye ufuna ukuthi umama akhe abe khona. Mangiqeda
Yeah.
ukumbuka ngibuye naye ngithi okay geza, then kuhlalwe phansi kwenza ama-homework. And then we still have mommy and me daughter dates there and there on weekends. We go hiking. We enjoyed going hiking together as a family. So to spend time together out of way from the phones and all the internet and the social media and all of that. So we just go hiking most Saturdays. And then Sundays we go to church, we come back. And then every Sunday we go to church, we go out for lunch so we can have a catch-up session as a family. And then Monday it's a startup again. So it has to be a balance where I need to be there for her. We need to have conversations about she's
Yeah.
12, she's gonna be a teenager soon. She's having crushes, we're talking about things like that. Yeah. So I have to manage and be there for her. She, periods, hey, am I edgy? So mama, do my edges. You still have to be there as a mom. Yeah, because we can't focus on social media and content creation and doing like that. I feel like my life, I literally put my real life on camera. I'm vlogging my life basically. So it's never a moment of, oh, I want to shoot. I want to shoot now. Let's change. Let's change. We don't do that here. We just shoot as we go. You know what I'm saying? So that's how
Yes,
it
yes.
becomes easy for us. Yeah.
On the city, on
Definitely.
igama. On the
Yeah. Let me, also what? Also, oh, I don't know that word.
yes, lelo gama kodwa.
Yeah, khona lelo, so I understand.
So you've partially answered this question, but I had prepared also Guti, how do
Mm,
your child participate or support your fitness journey in any special way? Is there any
mm.
more traveling with you, Kuma, race and all?
Yeah, yeah, we go on races. We are getting her to do a 5Ks. If she's coming with me on a race, then I have to sign up for a 5K because she's not in a space where she can do a 10K yet. So we will do 5Ks there and there, and then kind of like higher. We do a lot of 5Ks around the neighborhood, and then we go hiking. A lot of 5Ks hiking. So we do that. That's supporting my journey and also doing something that it's not really pushing her to do something she doesn't like. She also has to enjoy it. So we just find a balance there. So yeah, we are in this together.
Okay. Have you experienced any mom guilt when taking time for yourself, and how do you manage that?
No, I don't. I don't feel guilty at all. No, mama. Me, I go out. I always tell even my partner, I'm like, I go out and I book myself a hotel for a night. I'm that girl. I do that. Maybe twice a month, I book myself a hotel, very nice, fancy hotel. I'm like, I'm going away. I am going to spend time with myself. I don't feel guilty about it. In the morning, I have breakfast. I go for a spa date alone, get my nails done. I deserve that. I work very hard. Well, understand, I get, and I don't feel guilty about it. Having to go and do my shopping by myself and then without her, I don't feel guilty. I never do that because I do so much for her. And she always says, like, even when I buy clothes, right, I would always just buy myself. And then there will be an item, Yana, for her. She's like, Mama, but she's supposed to buy for yourself. And now you come back because you bought something for me. So she knows when I can do anything for her, I do. But I also need to take care of myself because I am on a journey of taking care of myself. So I need those little moments where I'm by myself with nobody else. And no, I don't feel guilty about it. I don't.
That's great, man. Yeah, that's yeah. You need to be fully resetted or revived
Reset,
in order to
yeah.
go up. Yeah,
Mangithathele
yes,
mina
yes.
ngiyahamba mina ngiyaziphumela mina anginaleso sikhathi.
Oh, futhi kuzoliwa uma ulokhu uqhubeka carrying on, you get easily
Mm.
irritated if
Yeah,
umuntu
uyayibona
uhlezi.
and then kuyaliwa then kuyaskrimwa
Yeah,
lapha
it's
endlini.
needed.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, what advice would you give to someone who feels too self-conscious when starting on this journey? Maybe fitness or even running.
Yes, I think like a lot of people definitely do feel subconscious, and it's not even about being plus size. Omunye nomunye umuntu, there's so many the skinny people who look at themselves in the mirror and they still don't like what they see. There's people who've got beautiful bodies, but they still have that body dysmorphia. What is it? Body what?
Yes,
Yeah.
dysmorphia.
Yes. Dysmorphia. They look at themselves and then they still don't like themselves. But I feel like as umuntu mele start, you just have to start. There's no other place for you to say, I'm going to do it. If you are subconscious about doing it in front of other people or awufuna umuntu akubheke, kuyagijimeka endlini, uyazigijimela endlini, or you do some home exercises. There are so many YouTube videos out there that can help you work on yourself. Ukhona lapha endlini uyi-one because you are a little bit subconscious. And there eventually you grow some confidence and say, listen, I don't want to do this. I want to run on the road. And then just take on the road, put your earphones on, go on on the road or you're at the gym, put your headphones on, focus on what you're doing. And one thing I've noticed, now being sabo get gym. I used to be scared so much. I'm thinking people are looking at me, people are like, and the people are minding their business, trust me. People are focused
Yeah.
on their gains, they're focused on their squatting, on their lifting. Abanandaba nawe. They don't care. And that's how I
Yeah.
got to be very comfortable going to the gym because literally people are just minding their own business. I go into zokubheka athi ubheka lesidudla, oh shame zenzani. People don't care honestly. Lokho namo strateng, I was scared to run on the streets because I thought people would judge me, right? But then you
Mhm.
get people ordering, beep, I tell you, keep going. People like, oh, well
Yes,
done,
yes.
Cece, or you meet another runner and they stop you. They're like, you're doing a good job. Hey, keep going. For me, it's never offensive. Kana abantu abagijimayo bayisitulo bathi, "Hayi, you guys need to leave us alone to gijima in peace, or you guys need to leave us alone to train in peace. As a plus size person, I don't need another person coming to me and telling me I'm doing good because that's irritating. For me, I never feel offended at all. So when someone says, beep, bang, beep, beep, they go, hi, Gijima, keep going. That kept me going to say, you know what? I just take everything in a positive way. I never look at something
Yes.
and take it negatively, go to hi, in. So I want those people to just, figure the thing in the way, it's really about you. Focus on yourself, focus on your goals, focus on being positive, and uzoba right. Uzoba right. People are really focused on their own goals. No one's always just looking at you. So now usibheke wena, uyenze wena into ekufilisa ukuthi ube happy, and then we keep it moving. We keep it moving.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
suppose ayikasold indaba yokuthi those lines bethi why are you walking on running shoes? Keep
I got
going.
so many of those. What do you think? Someone was like, "Are you even running, or do you
That's
call this? Do you call this running? Things like that." Ne? Yeah,
yeah.
Mina Futa, I got so many trolls on my Instagram. They would literally do that a lot on my comments. Or
Really?
people saying you shouldn't. Yeah, they do. They do. And then I comment njalo, mina angilwi namuntu. I'm not gonna respond. I'm not gonna do a video where I'm responding to this. I don't do that. I literally just delete. I don't even respond to the person. I delete. I comment. I move on with my life. I mean, if I've
Oh,
got 3 comments that are negative and I've got 70 that are positive, why would I dwell on the 3 that are negative?
hey.
Why would I
Yeah.
do
Ne.
that? Yeah, why would I do that? If it was the other way around, definitely it would crush me to say, yo, how Lerato Gushugutu, you understand? It would
Yeah.
crush me. But I've got like a good, amazing community. People abantu bami mina bayangithanda and they support me. That keeps me going. So when I'm offering you comment dude, yo, are you even running? That's not Momungati running starts from 21 kilometers. There's so many comments that people will say. Or
I'm
about
like
the
the
pace,
manje
or
kodwa.
was it about a pace? If you're running 8 minutes and above, you're not even running, you should stop. If pace it's 7 kilometers, 7 minutes per kilometer. I'm like, yeah, okay. Thina
I've
sagijima
gotten that
13
comment
minutes per kilometer, and that's right. Hayibo. Mm,
andiphulana umoya leyo nto. I've gotten that comment yokuthi if
mm.
above 8 minutes, 9, 10, 11,
Yeah, tell me,
then you walk. Just
okay,
then you
just
walk.
walk.
Uyohayikha.
Bayahlangana
I'm like,
yathi 7 minutes per
oh,
kilometer. Bangazosihlanyela. Mina ayinakuthi kabatho. I don't like listening to people. I don't care. You're not gonna tell me what I need to do in my body, in my space, in the free road. I don't care what you say. You know what I'm saying? And ustrava ukhona usibonisa that wonke lama app nama-watch wethu akhona ukuthi ikhona it's 15 minutes per kilometer. Angithi khona lapha. Ngabe iwatch
yes,
iyastop ayithi sisi, no, you're not running, better work.
but it's never the case.
I do think about it. No one's gonna tell me anything. I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah. So how do you
Mhm.
celebrate your body and its strength beyond the appearance or running?
I'm not in a celebratory place yet about my body.
Mm.
I struggle a lot with that body dysmorphia, whatever they call it, where I look at myself in the mirror and I don't see anything, even though I lost 20 plus kgs. I did lose about 20 plus since I started. But I'm is
Nice.
bigger mina in the mirror. And you born umehluko. You understand, Ane?
Yeah, yes,
So
yes.
I can see it in the clothes. Sometimes I would see it in a video where I see a difference, obviously. Mara ngisho ukuthi when I look at myself live in a mirror, I don't see it. However, that's why I take a lot of videos and keep them with me to remind me and show me that actually, girl, you are doing a good job. You are actually doing a good job. But I'm not really in a place where I'm celebrating and say, hi guys, look at me. You know, I would like to do those transformation videos. You've never seen me do them much. Like, this is how I used to look at this is now. I'm not there yet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not
Yeah.
in a body celebratory phase yet. Maybe in the future, mangayehla ngizibona kahle, then ngizothi, oh, you know, I used to be like this. Now this is me now. I angakafiki lapho ngibona kufana nje. Ngibona
All right.
kuyafana.
No, but yeah, you've done so well. Ngibonile the recent video where you pulled your pants like a gap
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was like, what?
Ngiyayibona lana, ngiyayibona ku-video, ngiyabona ukuthi hayi nema-pants. I have so many pants that are now big, you know. Even now, ngihlale nawe, when I look at myself here, I'm like, I used to be like this, you know, so much. And now I can sit here, girl. I can see my neck, you know. Things like that, those small little non-scale victories, I do see them, they're there. But like I said, mine is bigger in the mirror. It's still that thing for I'm still big. I never see past beyond. But I'm a size I enjoy like I was going 3XL, so going 2XL, you know, things like that. And I appreciate that. I see that that keeps me going. But I mean, I'm not there yet. Let me just put it like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 So running is still your
Number
niche. You
one.
love running.
Num-
You
Number
explore
one.
other things, other activities,
Yes. Yeah, no.
swimming,
I
hiking.
run. I run the most, and I lift weights, and that's it. I don't
Okay,
like
okay.
doing cardio. I hate it. Our hair rocks accent because I can't do that.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I feel like I don't want to go up and down, left, right. Gijima ngapha, bamba lokhu,
Eh,
that does ngiyabahalala ngibabhekile ngithi yo one day ngifuna ukuyenza i-hair rocks iyahalisa, you know. But then I remember
yes.
for this is not for me. I don't like doing squats. I don't like doing burpees. I don't like doing all of those things. Ngibona ngathi ngiyisidudla man ukuthi ngiyojumpa ngiye phezulu ngibuyele phansi. But basajumpe ama-burpees ayi-2 mina khana ngitoucha phansi khana inyawo eli-1 liye emuva sebayenze 5 ngayi.
Yeah,
No.
it's a tough one.
Yeah, it's a
Iyahalisa
tough
le.
one. Yeah, Khalisa, you know, but no, that's not for me. I don't explore in that way. So I don't like doing cardio like that, I'm a hits and stuff like that. So for me, running, number one, and then lifting weights, I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it so much. So yeah, that's
Okay.
what I want to do. I think I want to explore cycling. That's one thing that I think I would also enjoy to do. Yeah, I want to start cycling somewhere, somehow. Yeah. Swimming, it's a no for me. I'm scared of water. I can't swim. I'm not even interested in learning. Ngiyasaba nje. That's one of my phobias in life. So people say, yeah, you need to go swimming, you know, try it, it will help you. I'm like, yeah, yeah, one day I'll do it, but I don't think I'll do it. But yeah, I think the next thing that I can explore is cycling because yeah, I really, really want to try that. Mm.
Well, then they say never. Next thing, sokubona
I
usuwenza
guess.
ama-triathlon lapha,
Yo,
ususwima,
yo, ay, ngiyasaba ke lapha
Ironman
ama-triathlon.
uphume
Abo
ngale.
Iron Man laba. Ziyahalisa lezi zinto lezi, but I don't think everything is for everybody. Zinabantu bazo, you know?
Yeah,
They've got their own things. Yeah, yeah. But maybe I'll do high rocks one day. I think I can do it, mangienza nomunye umuntu, like with my partner, like do that couple thing. And then he must do the hard things. I mean, I'll do the rowing, I'll do that skiing thing. Yeah, well. Yeah, lezi ama-jumper ama-burpees, nani zami uzozenza lezo. I can pick up the kettlebells and run to the next place. Yeah, those one I can do. Mara ukuthi wenza ama-burpees naleya bhola leya medicine bhola lokhu ishayele phezulu ishaye usquat angeke. No. I'll do it
okay.
with a partner, then they do those part, I'll do the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how is your approach on food? Yes, you do a meal prep and it helps, but how do you keep going in terms of making sure it's cook clean? You're
Hey,
sticking to the
that is very hard. That is very hard. I don't want to lie.
Mhm.
Mina ngimuntu weqiniso, so I like the truth, right? We also get to this weight because obviously food, like you understanding it. So there are definitely still some struggles in the kitchen, simply because I'm always on the road. Yeah, one. Ngihlala
Uh,
ngisendleleni, like I'm always saying, I'm never in the house, so I'm always on the road. So it's easy for me to stop in a garage and say, okay, let me buy a Red Bull and a pie. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay,
mm,
but no, ngizobuya futhi kusasa ngibuyele. Things like that. You understand? Or I
yes,
just stop
yes.
and say, oh, I want ngikhalela ama wings. Let me just buy my wings. I'm out chicken wings and stuff like that. So it's never a moment of saying it's always clean, but you have to always make sure that 90% of it is clean, because it cannot be the other way around. So if you're gonna have those wings, or like they would always say, "Nabantu abaningi," I also follow a lot of, Engine, the girl that does the lean girl, lean girl. Yeah.
I think
She she's
ngambona,
she she just released a
ngikumbona.
book now, Yogudla. Yeah, that girl, man, she's white
Oh,
girl,
yes,
beautiful
yes,
skin. Yes,
yes,
lean girl.
yes.
Yeah, she will tell you, I'm a substitute to this and that, like literally how to calculate and count your calories. That thing helps a lot. Helps a lot to know, okay, this is in my calorie budget. So I will do that because I namhlanje udla ama-wings, kusho ukuthi awudle mina. Uyabona? Ngoba
Ah,
uchitile, because how
yes,
many calories did you have when you had those four zinger wings? Meaning your budget is done, ke ungasadli. Uyabona lento so
yes,
I punish myself in that way to say, if you eat a pie, you're not supposed to eat it. So it means now your calorie budget is over. Now you're not gonna eat. So basically that's wrong also. So you have to find a balance. So that's why I meal prep a lot, because that helps me to have my what is this, overnight oats. I love that in the morning. And then I'm not really much of a salad girl, so I'm the green salad and stuff like that. I don't want to lie, so I would rather cook vegetables, like have a sweet potatoes and cabbage,
mm,
and then with my protein, you know what I'm saying? And then the
okay,
same meal that I have for lunch, then I have it for supper. Sweet tooth nyana, then I have watermelon. I love watermelon. I make it my fruit of choice, and then blueberries and strawberries and stuff like that. And then the weekend, I fuck. I would go and buy it, have a sly
yes,
and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm not a big eater. I don't feel like I've my weight is gained because it's like a cool. I eat as like
mm,
the way udla ngakhona, the way anybody else eat. I eat small. I don't even like to eat a lot of bread. Like I don't even like to eat bread. So isn't this injalo? So ngidla kahle, but I am just that person who's generic, but yeah, try balance here and there. So if it comes to food, that's why I wanted to do that series, and I still want to do that. If I didn't prepare it, then I'm not eating it. If I didn't prep it, then I'm not
yes,
eating it. Because if you focus on that mindset, then ukuthi mangingayenzanga ngingayidli. Kusho ukuthi ukudla kwase-KFC awukwenzanga ungakudli. You know what I'm saying? Amazinga
yes,
wings, ama-wings, pie, whatever it is that is gonna quick. If you didn't make it, then don't eat it. Then you know that everything that you make in the kitchen always is gonna be healthy. And that's how we're gonna win this one. Yeah.
okay, okay.
Mm.
And then, what's your go-to comfort meal after a long run or a tough week?
Ooh, I'm
That's
such a stew girly. I love beef stew.
mm,
I will die for that beef stew meal, either ngedombolo, but which I don't know how to cook. Angikwazi ukulenza, so angilidle kakhulu. So that helps me, but I love it. So I would just have maybe
mm,
beef stew, some veggies and rice, a small portion of rice. But that would be my comfort food. I just love anything beef stew for me. Like even makbanda, isoponyana, those type of,
mm.
like if beef stew is nekabichi, I just love vegetables. So yeah, that would be my comfort meal to go to.
Okay, and then we are heading into a cold season already nje sekuyabanda. So
Mm.
warm meals
Yeah,
also. Have you
definitely warm meals. Isupu, obviously, amatambo, like
yes,
amabontisi, those like that mbontisi kind of soup. Olea. Oh, yeah, those are like
the
those. Those are
slow
like
cook?
beans. Yeah, when slow cooker, you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Oxtail. Oh my gosh, yeah,
yes,
like homey meal. I'm that girl that just like ukudla kwasekhaya, man. Yeah, not like fast ukudla ukudla lokho wasekhaya. And I cook. I'm quite a well cook. I'm a good cooker. Good cook, but khona ezinye izinto, you always want to just change it up because you don't want to eat the same thing all the time, you know?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
And I
any
also
supplements?
I love dry meat. I love dry meat any day. Yeah, I love dry meat.
Yeah, I think that's a South African dish
Yeah.
somehow. We bright
Yeah.
meat, never else.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Pisanyama.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eh, any supplements then the ones we buy, Coma Shop, Clicks, Discam, do you do those?
I don't. I don't.
At
And
all, even on race
no,
days.
I don't. I don't.
Really?
And that's
Why?
wrong. Yeah. Yeah. And that's one thing I need to change about myself. I really do. You know, Mara, I think I'm just confused. I'm confused. I don't
I'm
want to lie.
saying nice though, because I'm saying at least your body will not be dependent on supplements. Because should we take away a supplement, what does it mean
Yeah, man, I'm
about
kitchen. I don't even, you know, when I run, I don't even take anything.
not even water
I
or
don't. I
energy
take
juice?
no, 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 I don't. Same. I remember having this talk with Sipo. I said, no, just eat the bread because he likes to call it the banana bread thing. I
Banana
said,
bread.
yeah, I said, just have that in the morning, but I can't eat in the morning before I run. I don't know how to eat in the morning before I run. And I don't take those gels, aroma omega C. Don't. I don't. So I don't know, Guti. Is it because maybe I'm still running short distances? Or I
Oh,
will try
yeah.
exploring that maybe when I do the 21s. But now, Connor, there is so much information on the internet. I don't know what is good, what will work for me, what won't work for me. So if I don't know that, I don't. The only thing I take, I'm going to Manda, is protein powder. That's the only thing in my thing. I also tried the glute greens thing. I don't know what that is for. When abantu baphuza into green bathi greens ngathenga ngaphuza, you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to do my
Mm.
research. Kuphiza abantu baphuza ama-chlorophyll, uthola ukuthi uphuza vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin, I don't know. I don't even angifuna ukukhuluma amanga. And I was like, but something is wrong because people will tell me, obviously you will lose muscle mass, you need this for that. Abuma omega C, I don't know those things, and there's just too much information. So I don't take supplements at all. So my body's not dependent. Mangibona ngigijima 10K kuyimi nje ngizigijimela, and then I will just, even at the water station, I don't stop at the first one. I will always stop at the second one to get my water and then ngicede again. Yeah.
Okay.
And so that's why
Okay.
I'm
Then
not saying I won't do it. I'm saying I think it's because I'm still running. I'm a short distance.
how much distance?
Yeah. So maybe if I do go to my 21, obviously I will need something, and then I can really do a lot of research onto that. What do I need to take?
All right. Okay. So
Mm.
we've come to an end.
Yeah.
Reflections and encouragement. And then Wendy, she has left us. Uti, they need to go attend toddler. Thank you for being with us.
Toddler. I see.
We have
I
mummies
tell you,
here.
toddler now, but abantu labo bayasogolisa ke labo.
And the Sundays, sabo,
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah.
Hi guys on the live. Noktula, I see Noktula, Shabagu. I'm currently indulging in a slice of cake.
Okay, while I'm talking about healthy eating. Enjoy your cake, baby girl. I don't want to put people under pressure. Enjoy your cake. Tomorrow is another morning to wake up and go run a 5K.
Yeah, and she's a rada njalo. Yo, ngafunda kuye like years back ukugijima
Mm,
in
mm,
KZN. She has
mm.
stamina out of this world as well.
Yo, Mina,
So,
I see all of them. I follow every runner. If I see a runner, I follow them. I see a runner, I follow them.
mm,
And they're posting their content. That's why ngihlala nami ngi-encouraged because ngiyababona bonke bayagijima. Manje ngithi kusha i-comrades ukuthi uyayazi ifomu yokuthi uhlalela ukuthi hey comrades, July, June, hey comrades. And but for me, I'm doing my races now. I'm gonna be doing the Irene race next.
mm.
Irene, yeah, the Irene one. I
Oh,
love it. I
nice.
did it the other day. Yeah, I'm gonna do that one. I wanna do the Whaley Way what my way. I'm gonna be doing that. as well. And those are the ones that are close. And then obviously all the women's races, total sports, because I'm their ambassador. I'm gonna be doing the spa races as well. And then
Mm.
Hollywood and then the APSA races. So kuningi, 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 kuningi,
Mm.
kuningi. So yeah, I love signing up for races honestly because now, even though whether I'm an ambassador or not, I always just love signing up for a race. If kune racing, I check out, I sign up, because you feel like I can do hard things. You feel like, girl, well done to you, So it keeps me excited, kakhulu, in the yokugijima, and I really, really love it. And I want to encourage everybody. I always say, if you want to start running, running is the best thing you can do for yourself. And it's not even only for your physical body. It's really for your mental health as well. That running helps a lot. Ngiyakutshela. Ubuya
Yes,
umunye umuntu, after finishing your run, you feel like, I can conquer the world. I can
yes.
do hard things, like I said. So if you want to run, I just say start. Like, qala nje usigijimele. I saw this guy on TikTok doing a running in the house. Umile laphaya athi you can run in
What is
one
that?
stationary.
Sport running. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
and
that
I comment that. I'm
his
like, this is
name. Eh,
amazing. This is so good. Like for people, and yes, a lot of people have testimonies about it working so well for themselves, honestly.
mm,
So people can start that and then start walking as well. Those 10 steps a day. Get a walker. I want to get a walker in my house, that walking pad. I want to get
yeah,
one of those. Yeah.
eh,
Because when I know that I didn't run that day, then I can just come at home and just do my 10,000 steps and I'm good to go.
yeah.
So, and Ubokang, my daughter, can also do it as well. I'm like, okay, you can be watching your cartoons, but give me my 10,000 steps. Yeah. And she's like,
Motivation.
mommy,
I want
and
evidence.
she's very competitive. She'll be like, mommy, so I just did my 10,000 steps. So now it's your turn. So I have to do mine.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for having me, my love. I really, really
Oh,
enjoyed this. I didn't even see Guti 1 hour. When is chapter as I
you
sing at
see,
30.
yeah, but before I let you go,
Yeah.
usually I ask my guests to leave a question for our next guest. So, the previous episode, someone left a question, and then I'm
Okay.
gonna ask you to also leave a question for our next guest. But
Uh-huh.
your question from the previous episode was, how do you, how would you ensure that we raise men that we can be proud of to be fathers? We can be proud of to be fathers. Yes, young men that can be, we as a society can be proud of ukuthi they are fathers on their
Yeah.
own. Yes.
Um, you know what? That question is very, very sensitive, and I'll tell you why. I always say, because I'm also very strong on women empowerment, on raising girls and raising them well. And
Mm,
I feel like while we do that, we're neglecting men, we're neglecting boys. You understand? There's a lot of
mm,
neglect around them on what skills can we impart on them. So I do have a skills development where I'm training girls how to do nails, makeup, and stuff like that, so that they can go and work for themselves. And I was thinking with my business partner that, okay, what can we do for younger men to raise them, to teach them and give them a skill and actually speak to them and help them, to be raised, like you say, to be good fathers. So I feel like
yeah,
we need to impart skills like about plumbing, about social development. I know most of them are in soccer, but it's not all of them. That's why Manje, they don't even know how to do better with all the GPV, where now they are, doing all of those things called Abafaz, is because also how they are raised and who's imparting skills, love, patience, support, to them, because you find that they don't have it. I don't condone anything, but I'm like, also we need to look at the root and look at that. But how do we raise better men? But I see things changing now because I look at a lot of social media on TikTok and stuff, and then you will see mothers to sons saying, guys, we need to do better. And they are, they will show us their sons on their TikTok and stuff. Kuyalunga nyana, kuyabonakala ukuthi, these women are really trying, even though you find that they are raising fatherless sons, or, sons with absent fathers. Bayazama labo mama. Or you see fathers stepping in. I saw this thing and it was so amazing. There's dads with strollers, something like that. Okay, wayabona abobaba bahamba nabantwana babo ngama-strollers kuyahlanganiwa somewhere in a park, and then they're communicating on how to raise children better, how to be better husbands and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, things are happening. People are seeing, communities are being built. So I would say we need to impart some skills onto young men as young as 10, as young as 12, 13. Mababa ma teenagers, so that they don't, peer pressures and ukuphuza, drugs and stuff like that. So we take that away from them as soon as they are young. So yeah, I think we need to
Yeah.
do something like that. Mm.
All right. Thank you for that. And then please leave a random question for our next guest. Any random question.
Is it going to be a runner?
It doesn't matter who it is. So just
Okay.
like this
So I
previous
just want to
question.
ask. I just want to ask. I'm asking for myself. I'm gonna be selfish. Ms. Buzela Mina. Good to
Okay.
now. I'm embarking on my 21-kilometer journey. What are the 3 tips that they have for me as a first time 21-kilometer runner? Like on race day, what do I need? What are the 3 tips they can give me for race day?
All right.
Yes.
Let me see something. Oh, luckily, yes, they are a runner.
Okay, please. I need advice.
Yes, yes. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Lerato. Have a great week ahead of you and all the
You too,
best.
my love. You're so loving. You're so kind. Thank you so much for having me. I wish you
Thank
so
you.
much success, so much growth in your podcast, in your life, in your journey. I follow you. I see you as well. You're doing so great. So just keep pushing and pushing. And yazi uNkulunkulu akubusise izinto zakho zikuhambele kahle. Thank you so much.
Ngiyabonga. Kubusise nawe uNkulunkulu njalo. So
Thank
hlangana
you.
kwi-comrades. Sizokudonsela kwi-comrades one day.
Yeah, give me 10 years. That will be like in 10 years for sure. For sure. All
All
right.
right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you guys from the live. I'm wishing you a great week as well and safe week, protection all the time. And good night. See you on the next one.
Sometimes it don't make no sense. Does it really have to?